All right, guys, so I've made the decision to get a CNC for my workshop. I took a long time to make this decision, but I finally did it and I ordered it, and now it's time to build a bench for my CNC. So I'm getting the Onefinity Elite Foreman. So I need a pretty big workbench to install my CNC on. So basically today I'm going to be doing that build. I'm going to use 4x4s for the legs, and then I'm going to use some 2x4s for the beams. All right, so I have the lumber, and then for the hardware, I got this kit on Amazon, which has 8 of these corner brackets or corner braces, and then it includes all of the bolts and nuts and stuff that I'll need to construct my final workbench. So this kit on Amazon was $85, so I had to buy the kit, and then I also bought the lumber, and then I did also buy a 3/8 inch auger drill bit. I didn't have anything long enough to drill through the 4x4, so I had to get something new, and I thought, let me try this one out. It looks pretty nice. And then for this project, I'm actually going to be using my portable drill press so that I can get those nice straight holes for the bolts to go in. And as you can see, I've obviously cut all my lumber already. So I'll add the cut list in here so that you know what I'm working with as I'm building it, and then I'll go over the overall dimensions once it's finally complete. Okay, so I had to take a quick break. This is a lot of work for one person, but I'm trying to do it by myself. So it's a big job. I definitely would recommend a helper. I'm about halfway through. I've been following the instructions from the bracket kit, and I wish I would have done things in a slightly different order. I wish I would have actually attached the brackets to each of my corner pieces, the 4x4s, first, and attach those all at one time in the beginning. It would have been much easier, but the instructions said to first attach the top and then start attaching the 2x4s, and then do all of that for the top level, and then go back and do the bottom level, which it's not easy doing it when it's so close to the floor and drilling the holes and stuff. So I definitely would have done it the other way around first. It would have been much easier just to attach those brackets to the 4x4s and then attach my 2x4s. But I'm already deep into the project, so now I'm working on my second level. I only have one beam attached here on the bottom, so I'm gonna go and finish all of that. So far it's going really well. It's still pretty wobbly, but I'm definitely gonna be adding more supports and stuff in it and see what it needs once I just have my overall frame structured, and I'll see how it looks, and then we'll kind of improvise from there. So let's continue this build. All right, guys, as you can see, my CNC bench is complete. The build went really well. I got a little bit lazy on filming at the end, so let's just do a quick recap of how I finished it up. So you saw that I did all my framing and I used this steel hardware kit that I bought on Amazon. I'm very satisfied with that. It definitely made the bench feel very structurally sound, and it's really heavy duty and it's not going anywhere, that's for sure. I was able to repurpose a few things to finish out the overall bench. So I used some pine fence boards to build my bottom shelf for the bench, and I've already started storing a bunch of wood on there, so that's going to be nice to have that extra storage space since I'm giving up so much of my shop for this CNC. Now for the top shelf, I was able to use also something repurposed that fortunately was free. A friend works for a company and she gave me these. They're actually 3 like desktops that they were going to be throwing them in the garbage. So I was able to salvage them and use them for the top of my CNC bench. They're not quite long enough to meet the full 66 inches of depth of my bench, but I was able to still make them work. Fortunately, I could mount my CNC on it, and then I just have like a little extra space in the back of the bench, which I just put another filler board in there for now, and it will be totally fine because the CNC isn't going to go back that far anyways. But I was glad I was able to repurpose those, and I didn't have to get plywood because I'm in a basement shop, so it's it's next to impossible to get anything even close to a full sheet of plywood down here. So I just really didn't want to have to deal with that. And so I'm glad that that was able to work. But overall, it's really good. As you can see, I started installing my CNC. So the last thing that I have to do is install my wasteboard for the CNC. I'll be doing that soon. And then I have a lot of learning to do because I have absolutely no clue how to run a CNC, how to design things. Like, I'm completely clueless, but I'm just going full speed ahead with this project. And I'm really hoping that I can make some good money quickly from the things that I make, because I have invested a ton of money in this undertaking, which I'll be doing a future video about exactly how much this whole project has costed me. So that will be the next video that I release on my channel. Thank you so much and have a great day.